So we've heard now that just in a few short days, the number of COVID positive cases inside the home behind us, village at St Clair, have gone up to over 100. There have been two residents who passed away yesterday that have been confirmed, although I've heard from staff there is a third. And this has become a crisis. We have a number of staff that are infected in our office, so the staffing crisis needs to be addressed. So I sent a letter off to the Premier and the Minister of Health and the Minister of Long-Term Care today, echoing my call yesterday that they need to come in. They need to come in and take over management of this home. They need to make sure that there's appropriate staffing levels so that the residents inside are getting the hands-on care that they need. And they need to look at this for-profit, privately owned company, the owner of whom sits on the Premier's long-term care table and is advising the Premier on how to keep residents in long-term care across the province safe. And he needs to look at what's been going on inside this home, and he needs to issue orders to ensure that there's enough staffing level and enough PPE, properly fitted PPE for the workers inside. And if the orders are not followed, then they need to be followed up with penalties for this company. It's imperative that right now the government take action to take over this home, to contain the spread and ensure that every resident and every worker in this facility are safe, and that we are not going to see spread out in our community even further. So you think that all of those workers that have tested positive now need to be at home and isolating and taking care of their own health, which means that there are fewer workers providing the hands-on care that the residents inside this home need. And I should want to point out too, while there are some family members, some visitors that are allowed in for the patients that are palliative, the majority of the residents inside this home are now being denied access to their families, which means that those families are not getting timely information about the care and the condition of their family members. And those family members and those residents are terrified, absolutely terrified. And that's why it's imperative that the government come in with the resources needed to provide the additional staffing support, get the infection prevention and control under control and managed, and do everything that they needed, every resource to manage the outbreak that's here, but also to hold this company accountable. This isn't something that just happened overnight. It had come into the home December 8th, but the number of COVID positive cases has exploded overnight. This is a crisis situation. They need to act now.